Hello and welcome my fellow centuries. In today's video, I'll be sharing a brief and non-spoiler review of all the animes I've watched during June, so please relax and enjoy the video. Thank you.
It's nice to meet you, Master. Shall we?
In ninth place, I have The Saint's Magic Power is Omnipotent Season 2. This season didn't really elevate a lot in terms of the story progression. Yes, it did introduce new characters and information of the world, but similar to its past season, it suffers from its pacing, and I feel like the story itself drags on a bit too long if I'm being honest. This season, however, was somewhat a bit better and entertaining to say the least. But overall, this anime was slow but has beautiful art styles. This season gets a C in my book. In 8th place, I have Goblin Slayer Season 2. This season was a bit better than Season 1. All I wish is that the plot can get to the main point, to be honest, because I understand it is about a guy who slays goblins, but I want to see it expand further from it. At the very least, the season has a lot of great moments and adventures, like how every fantasy anime out there has. I also feel that the MC is so one-dimensional, but even so, I was still entertained from beginning to end. This season gets a C+. I believe this anime can still expand from where it is now. It has potential. In 7th place, I have 100. The anime is fun and not too complex of a story to follow along. I enjoy the funny moments and fan service here and there, but I feel like the story needs more to be explored or expanded upon to really feel like a solid and original story. From what I've seen so far, I've seen in many other animes in the past. It has potential, and for that alone, it gets a C+ in my book. In 6th place, I have Ninja Kamui. This anime has such a strong start, but sadly started to fumble midway to end. The focus of characters is so unbalanced and underutilized. The animation is so smooth and liquid, the visuals are stunning, the action scenes was top notch. Sadly, the writing is atrocious. It was a mess, but it was still entertaining to say the least. For that, it gets a B-. In 5th place, I have Our Last Crusade or The Rise of a New World Season 2. I really like the premise of two nations who are at war against each other, and those who seek peace are two strong individuals, each from their respective nation. What's amazing about this anime is the comedy and interactions between characters. The fight scenes are great and the animation is stunning. However, it still needs to be explored a bit more in terms of a nation, since we got exposed to one but not the other. And I feel like not all the characters were given the right amount of screen time we need from them. Like a few seconds they are here and the next they are gone. But I do believe that this anime can finish strong and they manage their next season or two really well. This season gets a B- in my book.
Melon soda with special coconut ice cream, topped with fresh whipped cream and a swirl of the elderflower syrup. Hold on.
We'll start here.
4th place, I have You Are Miss Servant. This anime is gorgeous, funny, and just overall calm. I enjoy the little things that this anime did well on, like how the characters interact with one another, how one finds out one's secret, how one does a household chore, and how one feels upon the other. Each of these gives this anime a soul to be loved on. The characters, especially the mains, are well written, and I don't mind if they can be further explored because there are still some questions I have, but hopefully it gets a sequel to make up for it. But for this anime, it gets a B+. It was great, but I believe it can be better. In 3rd place, I have Failure Frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells. I also love the good old Wig MC on a quest for vengeance by getting stronger and recruiting allies along the way. This anime is a solid watch. The plot is nothing too new, but not too boring as well. My favorite scene is where one of the servants of the goddess worship her in a way that I have not seen in any anime. That alone was beautiful. Anyways, I am hoping that this anime gets a season 2, at least to where he shows up with his newfound powers and gets vengeance to those who wrong him, or at the very least shows up and prove them wrong. For what it has, this anime gets a B+.
Hey, goddess, you can go straight to hell!
If I ever see your lousy face again, you had better be ready for me!
In second place, I have Infinite Dendrogram. I really like animes where characters get transported to a gaming world and live life as they would, but still, it's a game at the end of the day. That is pretty much the premise of this anime. The characters are lovely, comedic, and fun. I enjoy the adventures and battles that I've witnessed the MC and his friends went through. The story itself is pretty darn good for season 1. There are elements that feels generic. Regardless, the execution is spot on, and I was still entertained at the end of it. For that, this anime gets an A minus. In first place, I have Blue Box. This anime blew my mind because of the originality, the comedy, the interactions, and heart in it between the characters. I really like the focus between young athletes of different sports: men's badminton, women's basketball, and gymnastics. I also like how they manage the classic love triangle, the chemistry that each pair share, and how it affects their relationship going forward. Even though it was so hilarious, sad, and frustrating, I really enjoy how my emotions were around the place. Each episode was amazing. I also really enjoy how each character has a goal and set it and strive for it. It's epic as F. This anime gets an A minus in my book. The only reason why it's not any higher is because my favorite girl got hurt and I hate seeing her so sad. I understand why the events had to take place the way it did, but it doesn't mean I won't still feel any some sort of way towards how she took them. I'm curious on how season 2 will lead to, since season 1 ended with the emphasis of season 2, and for that I am so excited, looking forward to it. Thank you for tuning in for my latest anime recap for June 2025. Please look forward to July and beyond, and please feel free to share your thoughts, and if there's any anime suggestions, please mention them in the comments below. From beginning to the end, we are timeless. Until next time, my fellow centuries, take care.